I would like to give a very brief story or background of how all this started. Our organization, as you may be aware, was created around 2006. And we were established to promote and advocate for the prevention of suffering for all animals. Now, many people always ask, can animals suffer? In our organization, we always say that is the wrong question. The right question for us is, should animals suffer? And this is what has motivated our organization, because animals should not suffer. Many people always ask, what are the indicators of animal suffering? Animals suffer pain, they suffer discomfort, they also suffer thirst, they suffer from diseases, and they also suffer when they do not have an opportunity to practice natural behavior. And recently, we are seeing animals suffering from poor coexistence with people. So, when you put all these factors together, they tell us that animal welfare mainly comprises the manner in which an animal is able to cope with the environment it finds itself with. And what our organization has been doing is to try and promote no suffering to animals under any circumstance. So when we were established in the year 2006, we went out to find out exactly what the status of animals and their suffering is, not only in Kenya, but all over Africa. And that was the beginning of our outreach in the whole continent of Africa, where we did a survey and found that animal welfare awareness was actually lacking in more than 80% of our continent. That led to the first meeting of representatives from different African countries in the year 2009. That meeting has been taking place to date, and we have seen a lot of progress on that. So when our organization started, it created its first strategic plan in the year 2010. And this particular strategic plan basically went out to model how to work and promote animal welfare in different parts of Kenya. So we modeled how the organization was going to have an impact in our country. And that first strategic plan basically looked at creating animal welfare program areas. We learned a lot from that. That basically said that animal welfare was lacking, and one of the things, or three things, came out that needs to be focused on. One, there was need to build capacity, create awareness and education. Secondly, we realized that there was a lot of need to focus on animal care. And then thirdly, we realized that we needed to address the human-animal conflict that was actually going on. That gave rise to the second strategic plan from 2015 to 2020. In that second strategic plan, we have created a lot of interest through the networks in different parts of Africa. But most notably, we have actually brought to the attention at different regional and international platforms the importance of considering animal welfare as an integral part of the Sustainable Development Agenda. And that was one of the biggest achievements for the second strategic plan that came to an end at the end of the year 2020. But what did we also learn from that particular strategic plan? We learned, that in order for animal welfare to be fully entrenched at the regional and global agenda, there needs to be 5 very key things that we need to focus on moving forward. So the current strategic plan focuses on those 5 key things. The first thing is we need to build very strong, vibrant networks across the continent of Africa. And not just networks of civil society organizations only, but networks that bring in the government sector, academia, the private sector, and above all, local communities. That is one thing that we need to do. And we want to grow that particular network outreach to cover at least 85% of the African continent, where the indicator here will be having a partner in at least 85% of our countries in Africa that we can actually work with to promote animal welfare, even through the 3 issues or 3 approaches that we discovered in the second strategic plan. The second thing that we realized we need to do is to basically advocate or spearhead evidence-based advocacy. Advocacy for animal welfare that is based and focused and uses evidence. Animal welfare workers, organizations, and enthusiasts have been accused a lot of being emotional and subjective. What we are aiming to do is to embark on research to actually get good evidence that can be able to inform policymakers as well as programs and activities that are in different sectors ranging from agriculture to wildlife to environment to industrial and all those other sectors. Then the third thing that this particular strategy aims to do is to basically use that evidence not just for advocacy, but to create impactful programs, impactful animal welfare programs in different parts of Africa. Now, this has been lacking largely because of lack of evidence and coordinated efforts, lack of information that would actually be able to drive and inform different organizations and different entities engaged in programming in animal welfare. Then the fourth thing that we want to do as an organization is have very strong governance and management structures that have got viable assets, capabilities, and systems, that will be able to help in promoting animal welfare in Africa. And finally, and this is the fifth strategy that the current strategic plan is emphasizing on, is on resource mobilization, where we want to build substantial resources that would enable us have effective and efficient animal welfare promotion programs and work in Africa. So with those 5 strategies, we are confident as an organization that our ambition to improve and increase animal welfare awareness in Africa will actually be a reality. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we are embarking on in the next 5 years. So I wish to join the chairman of our organization in welcoming you to join us as well on this journey for the next 5 years to improve and make animal welfare in Africa something worthy and something notable that we can be proud of. Thank you very much.